I'm originally from Rochester, New York. I have been in higher education for over 20 years, believe it or not. Over 20 years working in student success and development, primarily working within the area of retention and student support. And I work with special populations, first generation, low income, disabled students, as well as international students. I became interested in UPike because it was the pandemic, and in higher education, they were collapsing departments. And a friend of mine told me never turn down an opportunity that God brings your way. And I saw the position for the Director of Diversity, and although I had not held a Director of Diversity position before, I've worked with diverse populations, advocating for students. I was a first-generation college student, and it's very close, near and dear to my heart. And after I read a little bit about the University of Pikeville in the position, I applied, and it just worked. It just worked out. And I came and I interviewed for the position, and I got very excited about it. And here I am because I accepted the position. I actually did not look to go into education. Education selected me, believe it or not. So, I was like the typical college student that may not have known what they wanted to do. I started out in radiological technology. I wanted to go into sports medicine. I just dibbled and dabbled into everything. But it wasn't until I started, going into psychology and understanding why do people do the things that they do, how to support students. And I realized that matched up to who I was with as a first-generation college student. And so I went on and I got my degree in psychology, and I want to go on and do my degree in counseling. And I had all intents to go into private practice, but when I did my internship at Cincinnati State Technical and Community College, working with first generation, low income students, TRIO programs, ACE program, I fell in love. It just became my passion because my story aligned with a lot of the students that were trying to go and pursue a degree, but just had no idea of how to get there. And once I figured it out, it became my passion to educate students who were, a lot of times people call them disadvantaged, I call them at promise. A lot of at promise students to help demystify the process of student success. So education selected me in that case because I really wanted to make a difference in students' lives. Everybody doesn't come out of high school just knowing what it is that they want to do. Quite frankly, I think I should be a mechanical engineer as well. But as I began to develop and understand who I was, the fact that I started out in a liberal arts degree and went to a liberal arts college, it helped me have that flexibility to explore. And I think now a lot of students are exploring career and college. So as students are beginning to explore who they are from a holistic standpoint, the liberal arts program matches up with trying to help students define and figure out what fits them. I have to say, when I interviewed here, to be honest with you, it's Eastern Kentucky, and I'm from the North, and my parents are from Mississippi and Alabama, so there's certain things that the way that I was brought up, and I have to admit that I was like, I don't know about Eastern Kentucky, but when I came here, I have told people and continue to tell people that where UPike sits in the city of Pikeville, these are the nicest people that I have met, and it's an experience that you have to come and see for yourself. So if I were to say one thing about U-Pike, what sets it apart, it's heart. Because as I deal with individuals that I think about letting into my circle, I always say I listen for their heart. And when I interviewed, I heard the heart of U-Pike, that people really, really cared about their mission to support and serve students, all students. And I'm eager to help the admissions team and KICO and KICOM help students recognize that this is a true place of opportunity. And if individuals want to achieve goals, U-Pike will help you achieve those goals. I think U-Pike is very special because there's an opportunity to come together in teams to create shared goals, shared values, and achieve those goals through shared accountability. And so I'm excited about the opportunities that's here and the opportunities to grow individually and professionally.